In a village in West Africa, a man decided to go hunting one day. And he ventured out beyond the village and into the wild. And he tried all morning to find something, but he couldn't find anything to capture. But he was tired and he decided to rest before he continued. So he sat down underneath a shade tree. And he looked around and he saw over there in the grass, underneath that tree, a white skull, bleached by the elements. And he laughingly said, "What brings you here?" And the skull said, "It was talk that brought me here." And the man was taken aback, scared, excited. He jumped up and he ran all the way back to his village. And he started telling everyone what he had just encountered. And the chief heard wind of this and he summoned the man and he says, "I hear something strange. What is this?" And he said, "I was out underneath a tree outside the village and a skull talked to me." And the chief said, "I want to see this." So he turned and his 2 men went with him and that man led him back to that tree. And there underneath the tree was a skull. And the man picked up the skull and held it up and he said, "Skull, this is my chief. Speak." And the skull said nothing. And the man said, "Skull, this is the chief. He's a very important man. Speak." And the skull said nothing. And the chief said, "Did you bring me out here to mock me?" And the man said, "No, I'm telling you the truth. The skull spoke. Here, skull, speak now, please." But the skull said nothing. The chief grew very angry, and he turned to his 2 men, who quickly killed that first man. And the chief returned to the village. Well, as time passed, animals did their thing, the weather did its thing, and pretty soon all that was left was another bleached white skull. And the 2 skulls sat silently underneath that tree for the longest time, until at last the first skull spoke. "Do you see? It was talk that brought me here." And that is my story.